Hello everyone, welcome to the new video. In this video we will learn that what if with the passage of time the number of screens increases in the project. With this flow, the number of lines in the routes file are also increases, and the number of lines in the nav host section is also increases, where we provide the screen details. So for further development or any bug fixation, this will become very difficult to find a specific screen by scrolling up and down multiple times to switching between two screen details, and this will also become very difficult for new devs to understand the code base. So we will refactor this in this video. We will refactor this section in such a way that this should be easily readable, maintainable, and understandable to any new devs. Let's proceed. So you can find the initial code for this video from the video description below. So in the route section, I have already grouped this skin based on the feature. Some of the skins I grouped them as a core that we cannot relate or group them in any certain feature. So that's why I moved them in the moved those in the core section. These are the core skin routes, and in the Auth section we have these 3 screen, and in the home section 2 screen, and in the settings screen 4, 5, 6 screens here, and there are total 18 screen. And in our main activity we have this nav host section which contains the details of the screens, that which screen will be will be triggered or shown against a certain route. So this is our nav host. So we will do the segregation of these both sections, this nav host and the routes file as well. So first of all, we will start with this auth section. So here we have these 3 routes in in the auth section. So we go to auth section. Here create a file. Create an interface named as auth routes. I will make it seal interface, and go to the route section. Here cut this from here, Control X, and paste it in here, and also change this one by pressing Alt Shift and double click by selecting multiple things here, and replace it with the auth routes. So now go to the main activity, and in here we observe some errors. So I will select these. We need to change this because now it's these login and sign up are part of the auth routes. So press Alt Shift and double click on these strings, auth routes. So now I have been gone also for this one, auth routes. Okay, and now we need to extract this section from here, where we will provide the details of these 3 screens against each route. So press Control Alt M, press Enter, and we name it as auth screens. So press Control click on it. We'll go to this definition or implementation details. So remove the private from here, and we move this section into the auth section, or auth module, or auth feature section. So here we create a file name as auth screens. Come back to main activity and select this auth screens extension function. This is the extension function of nav graph builder. So press Ctrl X, go to auth screen, paste it in here, and now go back to main activity, and here we just need to import this one. So press Alt Enter and remove this comment from here because this auth screens name is self-explanatory, that which is referring to the screens which are relevant to the auth feature. So now if at this point we observe some errors, so if we run the app, then we will observe some errors here, so which were obvious, that we have changed these routes in the move these routes to the auth routes section. So auth routes, and same for this one, auth routes, and we are getting some error that There is a type mismatch. This navigate next method should be auth routes. If we make it auth routes, then we get again error from the other route, that type mismatch. This is coming from the routes. So how we can resolve this? So to resolve this, we use multi-level inheritance, and in here in the route section here we create a interface named as base routes, and in our auth routes we will change this from to sealed class, and this should implement base routes. And we also need to use parentheses here because it's not interface anymore. So for classes we need to call the constructor, and in the auth routes we also make this sealed class. Actually in the routes we also make this sealed class and inherit from base routes. And for this one we also need to change these, call the constructor. So press Alt Shift and click on this option one by one to select multiple section. Let's use parentheses here and only the last two remaining. Okay, and now we go back to this error again. Forget password, and in here we use base routes and the error will be gone. Both direct routes from the auth routes and from the routes file itself will be applicable or can be easily used. Now go to splash screen. Here we have login. So we just need to change it to auth routes. Okay, and we are seeing the same error here as well. Okay, so we will use this base route here also. Okay, now our error is gone, so let's run the app. Okay, so our app is up and running, which means there is no more error with the refactoring, some refactoring which we have done. So we will test the app at the end of this video. First, the whole goal of the video is to segregate these sections and refactor the relevant things which are needed. So now we go to the route section and we proceed with this home screens. So for that we go to home, and in here create a class home routes, which will be a sealed class. Here we use and implement the base routes, and now in the route section we select this one, cut this one, Control X, remove these extra comments from here which are not needed anymore, and here we paste these, and we also need to change this replace this with the home routes, because now the sealed class, the parent class for this one is the home routes, and also remove this unused import. And now go to main activity, and in here we need to update this reference which will be coming from home routes. Okay, and now we will select this section, press Ctrl Alt M, press enter, and we name it as home screens. And in the home section here we create the file named as home screens. Come back to main activity, control click on it, and in here we remove this private and move this extension function to the home screens file. Control X and paste it in here. And now in main activity we just need to go in here and press Alt Enter to import this extension function and remove this extra comment which is not needed because home screen itself is explanatory. And now we will proceed with this setting feature which contains 6 screens. So first we go to the routes. Here we have these 6 screens. We select it, Control X, cut it from here, go to setting, here create a class named as setting routes, which will be a sealed class, and implement base route and paste those routes here. And we also need to update these, replace it with the setting routes. And now we will go to main activity, and in here we observe these errors, which are obvious. So we will provide the correct reference by pressing Control or Alt Shift and double click on these strings. And here we give our reference setting routes. Okay, and now we will extract this section from here. Press Control Alt M, extract a function from here, and we will name it as setting screens, and remove this private from here. And in the settings section, setting feature, we create a file named as setting screens. Come back to main activity and move this extension function from here to setting screens file. And coming back to main activity again, and press Alt Enter to import this extension function, and removing this section from here. Now we only these 4 screens left. So for these one, we go to the routes. Actually, first we create a package here named as core, and select this screen A, B, and splash screen, and move into core section. Okay, and now here we have routes which are only contains core screens. So we will remove these comments. Remove these comments from here, and move these routes to the core section. Press refactor, and now we will rename it to Shift F6 and rename it as core routes. And in these core routes, we also rename this field class to core routes. And in the main activity, we have these core routes screens details here. So we will select this one, press Ctrl Alt M, press enter, and name it as core screens. Press enter, and remove this private keyword from here. And in the core section feature, we create a file named as core screens. Come back to main activity and move this method to core screens. Okay, and now in main activity, we just need to press Alt Enter and import this function, remove these extra spaces and comments as well. And now we have this nav host, which is very much organized and easy to understand that what are the features which we have. And if someone want to do anything, then go to the settings screen. Someone do anything with the settings screen, so go to the settings screens and see the all screens and do the respective actions. So here we further extract this one in this section into separate method. Press Ctrl Alt M, and we press enter, name it as app nav host. Okay, and now we need to run the app. There will be some crashes because there are some modification required on the screen level code or UI level code where we performing the navigation. So we have these errors here that post listing, which is refer to home routes, and remove this. In the login screen, we have the same issue, so we use home routes. In the post detail screen, we have some error, so post detail is a screen which is in home screens, in the home features, so we use home routes reference here, and these are all referring to the same thing. So in the post listing screen, we have post detail and setting main. So here post detail is in the home routes. Press Alt Enter, and the course this setting main is coming exist in setting routes. Press Alt Enter. We are getting the same mismatch type mismatch error because here we have core routes. We need to replace it with the base routes. Now the error will be gone, and the one further refactoring required is that we need to rename this, let's say setting routes dot setting main. We need to go to this one, press double click and shift F6 two times, and we remove this setting from here, and this main referring to that the main screen of the setting feature. And now we go to the main screen error, double click, and here we have this manage subscription, select language, FAQs, contact us, and about us. These all are the screens in the settings sections. So we select these one, press Alt Shift and double click on this one, setting routes. So we have the relevant route here. We are getting the error type mismatch, so we need to replace this with the base routes. Okay, so these are the refactoring further changes required to make the other code compatible with the new refactoring. So let's run the app. Okay, so our app is up and running, and we are seeing the splash screen. And after that, we'll land on login screen. If we tap on forget password, seeing the forget password screen, tap on sign up. Sign up screen is visible. And this is a rough UI. The whole purpose was to how to understand how to segregate routes and the nav sections. So tap on login. We will see the post listing screen. Tap on any post item. We'll see the post details, and tap on the settings screen. Then the multiple options of the settings screen will be shown here, and tap on any option. Then that screen will be shown. Manage subscription, contact us, and about us. Okay, so with this we come to the end of this video. I hope this will be a meaningful information for your current project or future project. Whenever you see any project which contains too many screens, then in the start we can start segregating the routes and the nav host section of the project. But at some point, if we are land on any project which is already developed, and the task is to make it refactor this, make it more maintainable, and then we can do the refactoring, this refactoring which we have learned in this video. So again, I hope this would be meaningful information for you. So thank you for watching. Bye.